Hi, today we are going to learn how to create beautiful and amazing presentation using Canva. So first of all, we have to go to canva.com and here we have to create our account. If you don't have an account, click on sign up and create an account, or if you do have an account, which I do, click on login. So as you can see, I've logged into my Canva account and we are going to create presentations. So click here on the presentation button in the blue ribbon and click on create blank presentation. You can choose any kind of presentation. You can choose mobile presentation or another 4:3 ratio presentation or a brainstorm presentation or a game presentation. I'm going to create a blank presentation because I want to add the features and the elements according to myself. As you can see, this untitled design, a completely new design, opens up in a new tab. So we have a completely blank presentation in front of ourselves. To rename this presentation, click here and I'm going to create this presentation on bullets. So I'm going to name it bullets. Uh, this is the first slide of the presentation. Unlike Microsoft, which many of you must have used, Microsoft PowerPoint, this does not have any indentations of where your heading or where your text should be. So you have complete freedom on how your presentation turns out. Since this is my first page and I don't exactly like this white background, so I'm just going to change background color from here. You can choose any default solid colors, or you can choose one of the gradients. I like this one, so I'm going to go with this. After this, we have to add a little bit of text to our presentation. This is a presentation, and this is the first page of our presentation. The pages of our presentations are called slides. Now, this is the first slide of our presentation. The first slide of the presentation tells the viewer what exactly to expect from the presentation. So it needs to have a title and who made it. That those two things are kind of common when you create a presentation. So we are going to add some text here. For text, you have to click here in the text on the text icon and click on add a heading. We have added a heading. We have to create a heading first. Since I'm going to create this presentation on bullets, I'm going to write bullets and its types. All right, to move this heading, we can just click here and drag it. As you can see, as I'm dragging it, I am able to see some guidelines guiding me according to the page and the elements on the page, as you will see in the further video. And if you want to resize the whole element, you can just go to this small round button on the corner and hover your mouse on it and just drag. If you want to increase the font, here you have the font size. You can just increase it and then uh, now we have added our text. We are going to add who made this. So mm, and this is generally placed in some corner, right bottom corner or left bottom corner. I prefer right bottom corner for this. This is the first slide of our presentation and it gives the viewer a little bit about how exactly or what exactly to expect from a presentation. And to me, it looks kind of bland or just plain or blank. So I'm going to add some images into it. To add image, we have to go to here, elements. Here we can search for anything, graphics, shapes, audio, video. So I'm just going to type bullets and everything appears. We have graphics, we have various photos, we have videos, we have shapes. We obviously we don't have shapes for bullets, but we have audios, We also have frames, mockups. There's a whole bunch of things to play around with here. Here in graphics, I'm going to choose a bullet that looks good. Also, this small crown on any element means that it is included in the pro version. If I include this anything that has a little crown on it in my presentation, it is going to have a watermark on it, like as you can see. It generally has a watermark on it. It will develop a watermark. All right, but we don't want this. Now that I have added an element into it, I can, if I want, I can duplicate this element by clicking here. And I want to rotate this element. We have this rotation sign here. And as you move by, it also tells you how many degrees you have moved. Now, I don't want my viewer to focus on the graphics. I want my viewer to focus on the text that is there, text and who made it. So I need the bullets to kind of fade in. So I'm just going to select the bullets and I'm going to reduce the transparency. As you can see, it has kind of faded into the background. So here we have created the first page of our presentation. To add another page, we can click just here and we have this page. As you have noticed, this page is not white. This page has by default acquired the background of the first slide. So the same thing will happen in the further slides. If I were to change the background of this one, let's do with this. So the next page will have the background of the preceding slide. So whatever background you choose for third slide, the same will be copied to the fourth slide. This is how you add slides into your presentation. For in this video, we have created our first slide of the presentation, and for this next slide of a presentation, stay tuned.